Virtual reality has been an escapism tool for millions of young people across the globe. In this documentary, we shall be exploring the impact on the current generation and how it will affect future generations. From virtual landscapes to military usage, join us in the basement dweller's dream of virtual reality.
Advancements in virtual reality technology have allowed for a variety of new uses. One of these is for the military to use VR to help train its soldiers, which covers all branches of the armed forces, the Army, the Navy and the Air Force. This is of course only a benefit. It allows soldiers to learn and develop their skills within safe environments without the risk of injury or death. It also allows a soldier to repeatedly practice certain scenarios if they are lacking in a specific field. An additional benefit to the training being done in virtual reality is the cost. Traditional training, such as the usage of live ammunition or airdrops for training parachuting, has a high monetary cost. Virtual reality removes that and allows a soldier to continue to practice it until they can get it right. Another surprising use of the VR systems is to help soldiers with post-traumatic stress disorder. It allows a soldier to be put in a safe environment to experience their triggers and things which could cause them distress because of the PTSD, to learn how to deal with it and how to overcome the situations they're put in. Virtual reality technology is of course still in what could be called infancy. Given an additional 20 years, it would not be far-fetched to assume that the entirety of the training process for the military could be done wholly through VR. This of course means that soldiers can and will be better trained due to the suite of ways they can be instructed and mentored on specific repeatable tasks through a virtual environment, and with the added benefit of it being far, far safer for the trainee themselves. I see no reason to believe that VR is not the way forwards for the military and its training.
Using VR to help with medical professionals and patients may seem like something out of a science fiction movie, but it may be closer than we think. Some medical institutions have already begun implementing VR in their work, such as using VR to give patients a way of stimulating their brains during particularly high pain procedures to distract their brains from the pain. Some medical institutions are also using VR to treat some mental or physical conditions, such as giving autistic patients a safe space to practice certain actions, or giving trauma survivors a safe space to confront their trauma. However, the medical professional themselves also use VR, not just their patients. For example, VR has been used to simulate certain medical conditions, which has given medical professionals not only a stronger understanding of the medical conditions, but also increasing empathy towards sufferers. VR can also be used to demonstrate and plan surgeries of all types, including complex surgeries. Scans can also be used to recreate the patient's body in a virtual space, minimising the risk of surprises and accidents during the actual surgery. It's also possible that, in a future much closer than we expect, full dive VR will not only be completed but marketed and sold to the general public, which also means that medical professionals and patients alike can take their usage of VR even further. For example, in 2013, Harvard researchers were able to connect with a rat's brain and move its tail by thought alone. In 2015, University of California researchers used an EEG device to help a paraplegic man walk. And in 2017, Neurable debuted a VR game called Awakening that detects brainwave activity on the player's scalp to control the game. From 2013 to 2017, a mere 4 years, technology has improved from moving a rat's brain to controlling a whole game. It's possible that in another decade or two, we'll be able to be inside virtual environments with the sensations too.
In the current age of technology, online personas are growing in popularity. Some are true reflections of their creators. Others are heightened versions of themselves, magnifying certain interests or emotions. Or they can be fully fledged new characters controlled by the user. VRChat is an online platform designed for VR, which users can interact with other players. It allows you to play or chat with other users in the form of 3D models. Users can adopt well-known characters or create their own look to match their online persona, not allowing the other players to see their true human form, creating a new fully fledged 3D world. There are many possible outcomes for the future of online persona virtual reality. Society could become addicted to creating an online persona, and this could have positive or negative effects. It does allow us to connect with many other people across the world. However, it could make real life difficult for those who constantly use the virtual reality. The virtual persona could become addictive to the user, making them lose interest in themselves, creating a disconnect from the real world. With the way the world is moving, it is safe to say that society may be moving into a more virtual direction. According to Jesse Fox's book about virtual reality, A Guide for Social Scientists, the virtual technologies enable us to modify interpersonal communication in novel ways that we could not achieve in the real world, resulting in transformed social interaction. This could be because people can hide their appearance on games such as VR chat, meaning that they feel more comfortable when talking to others. There is no way to judge others based on physical appearance on this application, therefore hiding insecurities the player may feel about themselves. However, as negative as this may sound, there are some positives to games that involve virtual reality. Many games have taken the approach of using virtual reality to make them have a more realistic feel. Not only does it allow the player to control the character, they can operate the avatar as if the player themselves were in that game. Examples of this are Batman Arkham VR, Fallout 4, and many more. These games add another form of escapism that allows people to focus on games and distract them from the real world. This could help with people's mental health, as it allows them to take a break from reality and escape a toxic environment. In addition to this, you can also watch movies on virtual reality systems, including Netflix. It has even gotten to the point that during lockdown 2020, a movie called The Ascent held its premiere over the Oculus Rift as cinemas were closed. Following from this, how many other films could follow in the footsteps of The Ascent and hold their movie premieres in virtual reality? Not only does it provide people with the comfort of watching a brand new movie from the security of their own homes, but it also connects people from all over the world, allowing them to sit down and watch films together.
The future of virtual reality, or better known as VR for short, is looking very promising as it gives the user an immersive experience. The key feature is the service advancement. Despite all the obstacles, the VR market is developing, especially in gaming. And some of the jobs for the future, almost half of young people, 47%, aged between 16 to 24, believe that one day they will work in a role that doesn't exist yet, but only 1 in 5 think they are equipped with the skills required to further prove their careers. 3/4 also feel that they are not getting enough information about careers that will be available in the future. Now I'm going to look at some of the jobs that are available in the future in 2040. System farmer is available. Technologies are on the verge of revelation, sympathy, biology and chemical and engineer in production, where we can expect another job.
Using virtual reality in tourism is not a new idea. First ideas of using this technology in that way reach as far as the year 2009 and even further in the past. Since the birth of the idea of virtual reality, many people were expecting that it could be used in exactly this way. But how does it work? Using specialized 360 degrees cameras placed on rigs, you can capture famous landmarks and other tourist destinations. Then, after putting those pictures through specialized software, you can publish it online for everyone to use. And in most cases, people don't even need VR headsets to enjoy this, since this technology is also compatible with regular phones and computers. For example, Google Street View uses this technology without need for VR headset. One of the first big projects with usage of this technology in tourism started in 2016, when game studio The Farm 51 released early version of their project, where they recreated the ruined town of Pripyat and nearby nuclear power plant in Chernobyl. Using previously mentioned cameras and 3D models, they recreated almost entirety of famous Zone. And it won't be the last one, because more and more companies and museums are planning or already using this technology due to the lack of tourists caused by pandemic in 2020. We speculate that by 2040, VR tourism will become an effective alternative to traditional tourism. This technological development can even make VR more popular than normal tourism. Tourism without need to worry about crowds of tourists, or bad weather, or lack of time, or even global pandemics. Soon, VR tourism will reach its golden age.